Wow. God, Brendan Patman's a good-looking man. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. The 2021 Poddies are now live. Nothing in the next 40 minutes is serious. And if you're looking for seriousness, I would turn away right now. But thanks for watching. If you are still here, enjoy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021 Illawarra Football Poddies Award Night. Tonight we celebrate the highs, the lows, and the lows of the 2021 Illawarra football season that was unfortunately cut short. Forget the Dally M's, forget the Brownlows, and this year even forget the George Naylor medals. Tonight is sports night of nights, even though the sun is out, but nevertheless. For years we've been robbed of potentially great awards. Meme of the year, worst haircut of the year, clown of the year. I say no more. We're changing the game. I have a VIP guest with me here tonight, the great Illawarra football scribe, haircut analyst and clown analyst, Mr. Josh Bartlett. How are you, sir?
Very well, sir. As a man who's not blessed with or is blessed with the best hair, but not actually blessed with the best hair, I feel like I'm the right man to speak on this issue. And I certainly know all about being a clown, having spent every week with you, every week meeting up with you this year. Look,
I've gone for the clown wig look, as we can probably notice on the camera, the half afro look with the straight hair. So look, I can suit both categories there, but luckily for myself, I didn't get nominated. In terms of nominations, which award are you looking forward to the most tonight?
Oh, look, I can't go past the clown of the year. I mean, it's something that every man, woman, animal, everyone alive just strives to be known as the clown of the year, don't they?
Yes. Speaking of nominees, though, there's 39 different nominees across the 14 different categories, ranging from on-field performance in the Illawarra Premier League to, well, off-field categories such as Podcast Guest of the Year, arguably the most hotly contested award in awards night's history. All nominees were decided from a fan-voted form as well. So basically all of the nominees nominated here tonight were picked by the fans. All the categories and winners were voted by the fans. So everyone nominated tonight, it's because of you guys, not because of me. Don't come running at me, okay? But before we get into the awards as well, special announcement as well. This is actually serious for once. Join the Football Holly Club.
Serious?
Serious? Did you say serious? Yes.
Sure.
I said serious. Yes. Okay. In all seriousness, no. Be sure to go to our website, join the Football Holly Club. It was released last night, Wednesday, 6 p.m. It's a free club for all members. It's all free. You get updates on all the content we release, what's happening, what events are going on, what's making news locally. We want to build a local empire with the Football Holly here. We can't do that, though, unless if you read, consume the content, watch it, all sorts. Join the Football Holly Club or support the sponsors. We can't. That's how we keep going here. Massive thank you to everyone who's supported us so far. If you want to join the Football Holly Club, please do go to our website. Find out more at www.southcoastfootballholic.com. It will be on our Facebook or anything anyway, or Linktree on Instagram. But Mr. Bartlett, let's get into it. The first one, 2021 Illawarra Premier League signing of the season. The three nominees are Adam Volder from Coniston FC, Mr. Caden Harrison, the goalkeeper for Coniston FC, and the Krispy Kreme man himself, Mr. Jordan Nikolovsky. Mr. Bartlett, what are your thoughts? Has the voters missed anyone?
Look, obviously, being a recruit in the Illawarra Premier League is about the most prestigious honour bestowed upon a player, isn't it? I mean, you may play in the A-League, you may play in the English Premier League, but have you played in the IPL? It's a fair question. In terms of the nominees, I think it's a strong list. All three of those gentlemen made their mark this year. There's probably one standout, I believe, and I believe they may be the winner.
Look, just won't disclose anything, but I did tell Josh who won this award efficiently. In all seriousness, though, we have had some pretty outstanding new signings this year, those three in particular. Some Coniston signings as well, I'm thinking of. Wollongong Olympic signings as well. We have had some pretty good signings, Mr. Bartlett.
Absolutely. It's been a phenomenal year in the IPL in all seriousness, and unfortunately cut short due to that little virus that keeps pestering away. But we enjoyed what we saw on the field this year.
Okay. And the winner is 2021 Illawarra Premier League signing of the season. It's Mr. Jordan Nikolovsky of Port Kembla FC fame. How many goals did he score? It was about 14 goals, I think, in the end. Maybe 13 goals. I don't want to give him too many goals. But in all seriousness, or lack of seriousness. We're all about value here at this podcast, so we've got Mr. Nikolovsky himself to send him some videos. Here he is.
Signing of the season. What an award to win. I'm surprised I got there ahead of someone like Vaughan Patterson, who scored so many goals this year, with the total amount being 0. Look, to be fair though, he did provide a lot of assists, especially to me, 0. So look, we take those. Thank you very much.
Wow. That was a compelling speech.
And you just
Very
don't get
compelling speech.
entertainment like that. You don't get entertainment like that in other leagues, do you?
Name one other local league in this country that has this. Just name one. I dare you.
There is. Please let us know.
I would like to find out and see how we can improve. 2021 South Coast Footballholic Podcast Guest of the Year. Arguably the most competed for award in all of Podcast Awards history. The 4 nominees are Jordan Nikolowsky of Port Kembla FC, Mr. Vaughan Patterson of Port Kembla Helensburgh Thistle fame, Brad Watts of Helensburgh Thistle, and Mr. Suva King himself, Peter Brandelos of Port Kembla FC. Now, if there was a list of the top 4 degenerates in Illawarra football, Mr. Bartlett, I think this will be the list.
Yeah, I think they go above and beyond to prove. What's the wording? But they go above and beyond. Let's just go with that.
Above and beyond in what would you call lower and beyond, considering the levels that these 4 gentlemen steep, how low they go.
They besmirch the great name of some clubs. Let's be fair.
In Vaughan Patterson's case, about 20 different clubs.
Yes, and every year he's off to a new club, whatever gives him more money or better haircuts. I'm not sure what the deal is with young Vaughan. So, but it's good on these nominees.
Just a serious question: has there ever been a worse list of nominees in an awards category in the history of awards?
No, without doubt, this is the worst list we've ever seen.
Outrageous. And the 2021 South Coast Footballholic Podcast Guest of the Year is... He's back again, Mr. Jordan Nikolovsky of Port Kembla.
Can't keep him down.
Mate, I remember him saying earlier in the year that people are probably sick of watching him, listening to him. Well, those people you might want to turn off right now because he's just won again. A broken record, but we have Mr. Nikolowsky here again with an acceptance speech video.
Podcast Guest of the Year. It's another good one to win. Thank you everyone for voting, obviously. I didn't think I would take this one out, to be honest. I thought Sir Slushington would have won this one. Obviously up against more tough competition. Obviously Slushy, Vaughan and Peter Prandelos. Now I'd like to actually dedicate this award to you, Prando. I'm actually going to be auctioning off this award at the end of the night and hopefully fund some coaching lessons for your touch, which at the moment is quite shocking. So this one's for you, Prando. Cheers.
Now, for arguably the most prestigious award of the night, the 2021 Illawarra Football Clown of the Year, the most hotly contested award, arguably, allegedly, in awards night history. The nominees are 4 different clubs, this one, mind you. Mr. Josh Correa of Wollongong United FC. Surprise, surprise, Mr. Brad Watts of Helensburgh Thistle. Peter Prandelos of Port Kembla FC fame once again, and Suva King fame. And last but not least, Mr. Ron Sharkey from Finding Nemo FC.
Oh, the Shark Man.
That's what we're here for, of Woonona Sharks, Bikini Bottom. Now, when it comes to clownery, here in the Illawarra, we have the pinnacle of talent when it comes to clowns, Mr. Bartlett.
Absolutely, and I cannot emphasise how amazing Mr. Ron Sharkey's dedication to Brendan Patman has been in 2021. That unwavering bias towards that man has just never faded, and I appreciate that in the Sharky.
Do we call it bias, or do we just call it a devout love for each other?
Each other, themselves, that's a contentious issue that has been arose many times on our podcast this year.
I've actually heard rumours that some of these men actually play with a bright red clown nose every weekend. Did you know that?
Unconfirmed rumor at this stage, but I'll dig more into it in 2022.
How big, considering Ron Sharkey, he's got a massive jawline, massive facial structure, different facial structure to us. How big of a clown nose and a wig would this man need?
You mentioned that jaw size, that face. Would it even be fair for a man of that size to be allowed to play in the IPL?
This is no man.
That is a question in itself.
This is no man, Mr. Ron Sharkey.
Are sharks allowed in football on a field?
We have the Winona Sharks.
Is that one shark
allowed to win the league? Is that one shark too many? 16 sharks too many?
These are the questions we ask.
Wow. The winner is, for the 2021 Illawarra Football Clown of the Year. No surprises, Mr. Ron Sharkey of Finding Nemo FC. Now, hold your horses. We have an Illawarra Football exclusive here. We actually have got an audio message from the man himself, the great Ron Sharkey. Straight from the bottom of the ocean at Bikini Bottom. Check it out. This is an Illawarra Football first.
Wow. Back-to-back titles. If it wasn't for that crazy night I once spent in a Bangkok motel room, this would be the greatest day of my life. I will start off with a message to my two biggest haters, Mum and Dad. I told you that I'd go back-to-back, you cheeky buggers. To my boy Brendan Maradona Patman, if it wasn't for you and my Winona boys, Big Ronnie would just be an ordinary copper. Forget my wife, Paddy and the Shark Boys are the love of my life. And to my fans who follow me and voted for me, I love yous all. To my Mad Dog Boys at the South Coast Football Hall, thanks for making me a part of your show. I took yous to number one of the rankings with a Paddy chance, so you're welcome. Finally, to Wollongong United, my trophy cabinet is full. Can I please borrow your empty one to put my latest trophy in and get the beers ready, because Ron Sharkey is having a party.
Moving on now.
Wow, I just want to say, I just don't think any of us saw that coming, Jared. That was
look, I didn't even see that coming. I tried to get a hold of him, and I was expecting a ghost message left on red.
And this is what the depths we work to for you, our listeners.
This is what we're here for.
It's what we're here for. Exactly.
This is why you need to join the Football Holic Club, watch the content, listen to the content. Okay.
This is why we get paid the little bucks.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah. This is
paid no bucks.
I'm on $2 an hour, in case you guys are wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I owe Jared money for being on the show every week.
Yeah. You owe me for wasting 2 hours of my week every single week.
Yep. Couldn't agree more.
Moving on. Now the awards get even more prestigious, even more greater. The 2021 worst haircut of the Illawarra football year. And this is hotly contested, this one. 3 nominees are as follows. Now, the reason there's only 3 nominees, even though there was a section there we had about 20 bad haircuts sent in, this is from this year. Okay?
Yep.
Arguably the most outrageous one, Michael Chardin of South Coast United, when he had a long mullet. Now, I'll explain what happened with this one. Originally, he had really, really long hair. Shaved it one day for a mullet. But then he shaved a lot off. And the heartwarming story behind this is he did the world's greatest shave. So credit to him. And this nomination is a credit to Mr. Chardin himself of South Coast United. So well done to you, Michael. Or I'll just call you Sharon, as I always do throughout the whole year. Mitch Cooper of Albion Park White Eagles. Now, Mitch Cooper has arguably copped more slack than anyone in the Illawarra football community this year once images of this haircut surfaced. So this arguably makes him a favourite for this award, wouldn't you think?
Truly atrocious work, but I'm there for it.
This is what we're here for. This is why we're on here right now. Mitch DiPietro of Port Kembla FC. Now, I was told he had a really bad comb over, but from all the photos I found of him, it's actually not that bad.
I've definitely seen worse over the years, Jared. So
yes.
Maybe that's a bit of a stitch up with a few friends of his.
Yeah, look, knowing some players within that Port Kembla setup doesn't surprise me at all. Anyway, when it comes to lockdown, though, haircuts, massive topic. The most remarkable thing about this category, all of these haircuts came before lockdown.
Oh, wow. People going above and beyond before lockdown.
You can only imagine what lockdown would do. Actually, you don't have to imagine. All you got to do is just look at the camera and look at me right now and look at my hair, what my hair was about 15 weeks ago. Have there been any haircuts we've missed, do you think? Have we missed any?
Look, there were plenty of strong nominations sent to you early this year. I'm struggling to think of ones off the top of my head that beat the 3 nominees.
I'm thinking of the Luke Van Zol chop, the one that kind of looked like a bowl chop, but I don't know if this year or last year.
That was pretty ordinary, yes. I'd agree.
It was very ordinary, but look, ordinary is what we're here for. But anyway, the winner of the 2021 Illawarra Football Haircut of the Year is... It's Mr. Mitch Cooper of Albion Park White Eagles. Now, I believe this is the only award won for IPL Youth Grade this year. And we've got the call in from the man himself, the man, the myth, Mr. Mitch Cooper.
Sorry, didn't see that. It's Mitch Cooper, IPL Player of the Year. IPL's worst haircut of the year for 2021. First of all, the Footballholic crew, what an absolute honour and privilege to just be named for this award. I've been put up with the greats, the Dally M's, the PFA Player of the Years, the Ballon d'Or. It's one of the best awards I've ever won. In fact, speaking of awards, it's actually the only award to be given out in IPL Youth Grade this year. So if South Coast want to send me the minor premier and the grand final trophies, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'll get in contact. Firstly, I'd like to say a big shout out to everyone who believed in me, which was absolutely no one, not even my family. It was an honour to wear the blonde. It'll never be forgotten. Although the haircut's leaving, it'll never be forgotten. So I'm really proud of what I've done. I'm honoured to receive this award. And in the great words of my very own father back at home, what the flip have you done to your head? So it's an honour, it's a privilege, and what an award it is to be named IPL Worst Haircut of the Year for 2021. Thank you, and good night.
Wow. Mr. Bartlett, is that the greatest awards acceptance speech of all time?
Fantastic. Putting some good pressure there on the Sharkman and also Nikolovsky. So well done, Mitch. Love your work. And hate it at the same time.
I have a real concern for what he's drinking there. He's got a bottle of whiskey at his knees and he's got a bottle of Moscato in his arms. And he didn't even, it was that bad he didn't even notice the camera was there to start.
It's an interesting off-season. Players allowed to spoil themselves a little bit in the off-season, but interesting choice.
Very interesting choice. But speaking of interesting choices, now this is the biggest category we have. The biggest category, the 2021 Illawarra Football Meme of the Year.
Oh.
6 hardcore strong nominations. And the nominees are Blake McGinn's lookalike, which, in all honesty, if I didn't know better, it probably looked like his Danish twin brother, in all honesty. It was outstanding. Jacob Martin's Mardo Sauce, the first meme of the year. Just about. I believe that came in January. Pictures surfacing of Jacob Martin in a tomato sauce costume. Dubbed. Look, I strongly disagree, but moving on. Cameron Morgan's backflip on his backflip. Now, the backflip itself was a bit of a meme towards... But when he backflipped on the backflip because of his ankles...
I saw your heart break in two. I actually saw your heart break in two when he said he wasn't going to do the backflip anymore.
Yeah. Just give me a sec.
Is Enya playing somewhere?
Yeah. Don't bring this up. Fourth nomination, Mr. Jordan Nikolovsky's Christ the Redeemer. Now, this is going to brighten up my mood a bit, I think. Fifth one, Mr. Jordan Nikolovsky, arguably the most popular one of the year. Jordan Nikolovsky's Krispy Kremes. Now, it's the most well-known one. It went viral just about. I was even receiving contacts from Krispy Kreme Australia themselves. Hey, can we get Jordan as a brand ambassador on board with these millions of followers? And I said, look, you have to talk to the man himself. But unfortunately, he had too many followers. So, disappointing for Jordan.
He's above Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, he's even above the company he's keeping in business. He's just spending that much there that sponsoring him would just go back into the company as well. So, yeah.
You can't undervalue this young fella, what he's doing for the IPL and beyond. Even for Instagram. What he's doing for Instagram, man. National,
international even recognition. The final one, though, and probably the latest one, I think. This was the latest meme, the final meme. Peter Prenderlis is Suva King. Now, shout out to Suva King.
Oh.
Absolute champions
yes.
down in Wollongong. And Peter Prenderlis, as we all know, the Greek freak, is a regular at the Suva King.
So,
Yep.
there we go. So much is
That might have been the greatest. It might have been the greatest insight into a player, that interview, that we've ever heard. What makes someone tick? You know,
Yep.
could be family, could be kebabs. What motivates you?
Who knows? Who knows? There's one thing that the Illawarra football community loves more than football, and that's content. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, that's I think it's more important than the battles on the field.
Arguably, look, I think off-season, off-field meme content is better than what on-field is most of the time as well. Who do you like here, Mr. Bartlett?
Well, we've got a few strong nominations down Port Kembla way, don't we? I like the numbers there, but you know, I said the original the best, the tomato one. But I did love that one as well. They're all strong nominees. Jared, to be fair, a couple of food nominated related ones there.
Look, I'm starting to see a trend here. A lot of food related things for sure, but arguably, this one is Albion Park White Eagles against Port Kembla. 3 Albion Park against 3 Port Kembla. So there you go.
Very well, true. Very well played.
But finally, the winner is for the 2021 Illawarra Football Meme of the Year is Jordan Nikolovsky's Krispy Kremes. He's back again. Now you'd think we'd rigged this vote, but in reality, I've got the document to show it. So don't come running at me. You guys voted him. This is your fault.
That's what if you don't like the results, don't vote for Mr. Nikolovsky.
It's your fault. But if you were sick of Nico,
You did this to yourself.
if you were sick of him, look away now because he's here again.
Bro, what's this? Meme of the year? Are you for real? Is that all I am to you lot? Look, we'll take those anyway. Big shout out to JC Sports Photography, who takes all our pics at Port Kembla. Provided a lot of content this year. He's always catching me off guard. So without him, none of this would have been possible. And those photos that you see each week on the Footballholic wouldn't have taken place. So big shout out to him, and we will take those. Thank you.
Now, there's a saying that goes around,
Another
Josh.
great speech.
Another fantastic speech. There's a saying that goes around, Josh, and it's off a podcast that we regularly listen to, and that is, when in doubt, go hot. Boy, we've gone hot in this.
You can't go with doubt.
Without a doubt, we've gone hot
Absolutely.
in this one. The best-looking Illawarra Premier League player for 2021. The nominees are as follows: Keegan Matthias of Port Kembla FC,
Yeah.
Josh McDonald, Wollongong Olympic, Jake Morlando of Coniston FC,
Wow.
and Luke Tui of Winona Sharks.
Oh,
What
throbbers
would
galore there.
What would you consider to be the criteria for an award like this?
I think extra time spent in front of a mirror, pre-game in particular, you know, and players particular that don't like to get their jerseys dirty is often a good sign of someone who's looking after their looks more than probably their team.
There's some youth in this category.
And youth.
Some
Definitely
youth. Some youth. Genetics, is that a big factor?
Genetics is a huge factor, Jared. You can't knock that away.
Well, you just only have to look at us and see genetics is a factor. I mean, straight hair or no hair, you take your pick. And the winner for the 2021 best looking Illawarra Premier League player goes to Mr. Jake Morlando of Coniston FC. A resounding win. He got half of the voters' votes out of about 250 odds. So well done to Mr.
There's
Morlando.
obviously, did we have increased crowds down to Coniston this year, Jared? I mean, the results would have helped, but how much did it come down to Jake Morlando?
Look, originally we thought that it was because of the signings of Ekwe de Almeida and Adam Voller, but come to think of it now, it's only because Jake Morlando was on one of the flanks there. So I did notice, though, usually at halftime Coniston games, that the whole crowd would sit on one side of the hill, one half, and sit on one side of the hill, the other. That was the half that Jake Morlando was on. So you can honestly understand why Coniston's ticket sales are going through the roof, but you wouldn't read about it. You don't have to be a Coniston FC fan to get up close with the man himself. We got him on the line right now.
Brilliant.
It's truly an honour and a privilege to get this award. I'd like to thank everyone that voted for me, especially my captain, Lucas Sturgio. I thought he'd be up here today getting this award with that beautiful comb over and fat, juicy ass, but maybe next year, Sturge. Maybe next year. But yeah, it's truly the best feeling to get this award, and I'd like to say one last thing.
Moving on to a bit of serious content now. This is where it gets a bit serious. Sorry for the people who are here for a laugh. The 2021 Illawarra Premier League goal of the season. We've got some absolute worldies in this category. First one is James Stojanovski's rocket against Albion Park White Eagles, Macedonia Park, round 10.
Phenomenal.
Tony Musumeci's lob versus Congeala Lions the night before, round 10. There's a lot of round 10 ones in here. Round 10 was a good week for worldies.
Must have been some correlation there. Interesting.
Look, something in the water. Jordan Nikolovsky versus Wollongong Olympic, round 4.
Oh, yes.
And Josh McDonald's finished the Wollongong Olympics' brilliant link-up play against South Coast United, round 6. Now, I witnessed this goal, probably the best team goal I've seen, arguably, allegedly, in the Illawarra Premier League. So well done for the nomination there. There's some absolute belters in this one.
Absolutely.
Either four of these, you wouldn't be disappointed.
And a few of these gentlemen, they scored some wonderful goals that weren't nominated during the year. So
exactly right.
Play to all four of them.
Exactly right. But there can only be one winner, and the winner is Mr. James Stojanovski of Wollongong United for his rocket against Albion Park White Eagles in round 10. Arguably one of the most promising midfielders in the Illawarra Premier League this season, the young promising midfielders, rather.
Absolutely, Jared. Look, I didn't actually get to see that one live, but I remember you showed me a video. In that rare time we could actually meet up in person sometime this year, showed me a video of James's goal, and I was blown away. So, well done to him, and nice to see Wollongong United being represented on awards night.
The next award is the 2021 Illawarra Football Media Personality of the Year. It's recognising some of the fantastic media professionals who have covered our local game. You don't get this coverage in any other local league. Most state leagues either struggle to get this sort of coverage that we get in Illawarra Football. So this is a credit to the following nominees. First one is JC Sports Photography, who takes regular photos of Paul Campbell, but not just Paul Campbell as well, but they're fantastic photos. And they have been regularly used on the Footballholic Facebook page, websites and all sorts.
Such a strong nomination. He's a top fella too.
Great work. Great effort from them. Kaya Huffton, who takes the photos for the Albion Park White Eagles, she won Media Personality of the Year last year as well. Deserved nominee, has been taking photos for about 5-6 years now. Actually, I remember the first game she ever took photos was she gained the love for photography with a camera phone.
Oh, right.
Years ago, I remember because I was playing with her son Jacob, and Kai used to take photos of our games. So really, the first photos Kai ever took was of a game I was playing in. So it's a bit chuffed for Kai getting a nomination here as well. But
and she's also heavily involved.
Go on.
She's heavily involved down there at Albion Park, and I'd say she's probably the White Eagles' most underrated person, to be honest. She's just wonderful.
It's great. Absolutely fantastic. And as we know now, camera equipment's evolved over the years. It takes some fantastic photos as well. And finally, the last nominee, arguably the best, Mr. Josh Bartlett of the Illawarra Mercury as well. But in all seriousness, some fantastic work's going on from Mr. Bartlett behind the scenes of the Mercury this year as well. So well done to you, my sir.
Thank you, sir.
How chuffed are you for your nomination here?
Oh, it's extra special. I think that someone out there thought I was worthy of a nomination, not for Clown of the Year, for the actual for a serious award such as this. And shout out to another guy who I don't think he got a nomination, but I think he does wonderful work in Dylan Arvella. Obviously, wasn't around as much this year, but he's worthy of at least a nomination, or an honorary nomination at least here.
Yes, absolutely. And he's been a regular guest over the years on the football. Like another one as well who not many people know about because not a lot of people have Twitter is Edmund Esterbauer, who we use his photos regularly. Takes some fantastic photos. So
absolutely
well done to him. But there can only be one winner. And the winner is the 2021 Illawarra Football Media Personality of the Year. Goes to a resounding win from JC Sports Photography. Well done to John Carusi from.
Well done, John. That's fantastic.
Super.
Very, very good nomination and a worthy winner. Well done, mate.
Well done to him. How good is that? 2021 Illawarra Premier League Coach of the Year. There was 2 nominees for this one, as nominated by all the fans. Stuart Beattie of Port Kembla, taking Port Kembla from 11th up to fighting for the top 5. And you could argue with Rob Janowski taking Coniston to, I believe they finished 2nd at the time, but they were fighting at the top of the table, and they've got some pretty good acquisitions for next year as well. The masterminds behind the play. Is there anyone the voters have missed here? I think they've missed a couple, but these 2 worthy of their nomination. I probably could have included another 2 nominations, but these 2 worthy of their nominations. But is there anyone that we've missed here?
I was just going to say, considering the coaching roundabout that the IPL is renowned for, this is an award that shouldn't be taken lightly. If you manage to stay with the same club and do a tremendous job, you deserve recognition. A nominee that jumps out to me, I thought, was Alvin Checkley from Albion Park White Eagles. He came in after a couple of rounds, and obviously they were among the contenders by the end of the year, by the time the season got cut short. And another strong nominee for me would be George Antonio from Wollongong Olympic, considering they missed finals last year, Jared.
And another one as well would be Ollie Vukovsky, who's moving on to Sydney United as well. Obviously, Wollongong United always up there every single year. But the winner is, for 2021 Premier League Illawarra Premier League. Right, I can't even get the name right anymore. Coach of the Year goes to Mr. Rob Janowski of Coniston FC. Cono, I can't argue with that. I would have picked him regardless of the fan vote, but the fans have voted. Rob Janowski of Coniston FC. Congratulations to Roger.
Well done, Roger.
Next one, 2021 Illawarra Premier League Goalkeeper of the Year. 3 nominees, Asaya Oba of Bellambi FC, Justin Passfield of Wollongong Olympic, and one of the signings of the season in the nominations earlier, Caden Harrison of Coniston FC. Other often goalkeepers are the unsung heroes, but they have been praised well recently, so well done to them. Recently, they've become, in this league, probably one of the most crucial players on the pitch.
Absolutely. I mean, you just have to look at last year. J.F. Fernandez led Woonona to that title. So I thought his defence at the back was phenomenal. And this year we saw some wonderful goalkeepers. And those 3 are very strong nominations.
And the winner is 2021 fan-voted Goalkeeper of the Year, Caden Harrison of Coniston FC. And he won by a resounding vote as well. I believe about 45% of the voters voted for Caden. So well done to him.
Coniston again.
Conno's done pretty good, so well done to them. 2021 Illawarra Premier League Defender of the Year. This is quite a strong lineup, this one. We've got Danny Lazarevsky of Wollongong United, Ben Brooks of Wollongong United. By the way, I want to say as well, in the graphic we put last week for Defender of the Year, there was a typo. Ben Brooks doesn't have an E in that name. Thank you, Adobe. But from Wollongong United, Ben Brooks. Takayuki Kayano, one of the strongest centre-backs in the league this year from Coniston. Ekwe Dalmeida, superb after moving from Olympic to Coniston. He's in there. And finally, the stalwart, Mr. Chris Price, in his first year back from NPL, starred NPL career. One of the strongest defenders in the league, if not the strongest. Josh, what a lineup this is, really.
And you want to talk about underrated players. I mean, defenders, they're not the flashy types. They're not, putting in worldies. They're not, getting the accolades they deserve most of the time. But a good defender when you see one, and those are a list of very impressive defenders.
And the winner is, for 2021 Illawarra Premier League Defender of the Year, goes to, from Coniston FC, Ekwe Dalmeida, voted by the fans. So congratulations to him.
I believe that's the Coniston hat-trick too, for awards in a row.
3 Coniston wins in a row, so well done to them as well. Next one now, 2021 Illawarra Premier League Midfielder of the Year. Another strong lineup, this one. Lucas Sturger, Coniston FC, one of the signings of the season in my opinion as well. Surprised he wasn't nominated. Ben Zuko of Wollongong Olympic FC. Mitsuo Yamada of Wollongong United. Van Elliott of Wollongong Olympic. And Guy Knight of Bulli FC. A hugely strong list here, this one.
Wow. I mean, they were the cream of the crop of this competition this year in many ways. So very, very strong list again, Jared.
And the winner is the 2021 Illawarra Premier League Midfielder of the Year goes to the Japanese maestro, Mitsuo Yamada, winning for Wollongong United once again tonight. Very, very strong player, and he's in the running for Player of the Year as well. We'll get to that in a minute.
Absolutely.
2021 Illawarra Premier League Attacker of the Year. Nominees are as follows. Adam Vollett of Coniston FC. Jordan Nikolovsky of Port Kembla. Cameron Morgan, Albion Park White Eagles. Josh McDonald of Wollongong Olympic. And from Wollongong Olympic, Tori Musamechi. Arguably the most hotly contested award of the night here.
100%. And, we talk about underrated players at the back. At the front, you got the players that are often known for the big character. They can be, they can be a bit dramatic at times, but boy, do they turn it on in front of goals.
And the winner is a dead heat. We've got two winners. Now, I'll explain here. The first original winner, 1-by-1 vote. But that winner also had someone who voted for them twice, so we had to take a vote off them.
Oh, drama. I love it.
The two winners are Cameron Morgan from Albion Park White Eagles and Jordan Nikolovsky from Port Kembla, the two leading the Golden Boot race up until when the season stopped. So congratulations to those boys. We've got not one, but the two of them on the line here. First you'll hear from Mr. Nikolovsky. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Morgo on. Morgo's a bit busy at the moment, but on his behalf, we've got a familiar face on to accept his award on his behalf.
Attacker of the Year with a twist. I'm happy to share this lovely award with my good mate Morgo. Dead even vote. It's funny you don't see Messi and Ronaldo share the Ballon d'Or, but these things happen. Hopefully Morgo we can celebrate at the frat with a couple CCs. No doubt if the season continued on, I would have probably ended up 2 or 3 goals ahead of you, mate. So look, lucky it was cut short, I think, for you. So look, we'll take that. Thank you all for voting. Cheers.
Hey guys, Cameron Morgan here. Look, I'm not too happy about being joint winners with the Macedonian Krispy Kreme, Jordan Nico, but I'm bang average as well, so that's alright. I'd like to thank South Coast Footballholic for the hard work they put in and all my fans who voted for me. See you at TBH.
Finally.
Wow, stirring stuff.
Incredible effort there. So well done to everyone involved. Finally, the final award of the night, the most prestigious award. I think I've said that about 10 times tonight. The most prestigious award, the 2021 fan-voted Illawarra Premier League Player of the Year. Now, there's no George Naylor medalist this year, so guess what? This is the closest thing we're going to have to do with it. The pinnacle of awards around the world, really, Mr. Bartlett. What a lineup the following years.
There's some fantastic awards you can win in Europe. There's amazing awards you can win in everywhere really now in Asia, but I don't think anything compares to this award you're about to present now.
It's the second time it has been won. Now, this is the first time it's been awarded because we did last year most popular player. That went to Cameron Morgan, that one, last year. Morgo is in the running again. We've got Mitsuo Yamada of Wollongong United, Jordan Nikolovsky, Port Kembla, and Cameron Morgan, Albion Park White Eagles. Now, this isn't the most popular player. This is who the fans think was the Premier League Player of the Year for real life.
Yep.
Some would say tonight is his night. Who is our winner? The winner, the 2021 Illawarra Premier League Fan Voted Player of the Year is the broken record himself, Mr. Jordan Nikolovsky, cleaning up his fifth award of the night. Outstanding effort from him. And guess what? To finish it up, we've got Mr. Nikolovsky on the line again.
Player of the Year. Not bad. Look, up against some tough competition, Cameron Morgan and Mitsu Yamada. Happy to take this one out. Like I said, very, very tough competition, and I'm very surprised that I did take this one out, but look, I'm over the moon. I can't thank you all enough. Personally, I probably would have cancelled us 3 out. I think Brendan Patman really should have won it. Speaking to Ron Sharkey the other day, he said in the 14 games that we played, Brendan scored 87 goals and 64 assists or something he got. But to be honest, between us, I think he's pulled a Pele. He's scored goals in his own back garden, and he's added them to the tally. So, look, happy to beat Paddy too. Obviously, the Maradona of the Illawarra. So, shout out to all the boys, and thank you everyone again.
Wow, I wasn't aware of that information about Mr. Patman there. Ron Sharkey Thank you for enlightening us there. I couldn't believe that. Why wasn't he nominated?
It's a fair question. It's a very fair question.
What are the fans doing? Seriously.
It's not. You're doing this, as I said, you're doing this to yourselves, guys. You're doing yourself a disservice.
Look, in all honesty, that's the first time I've ever heard an Illawarra Premier League player compared with the great Pele. So, oh well. Anyway, sarcasm off now. We're going to get a bit serious. That is the end of the Poddies Awards night. We've got a couple of thank yous for 2021. The Fraternity Club and Austbrokers City State Insurance Brokers for their support for the podcast. Much appreciated. And if you want to sponsor the podcast as well, go to our website to check out how you can get involved. All the boys here for tonight sending in their videos, the best, great sports, and it's great to see them supporting the platform as well. So fantastic. All of our guests for 2021, there's an honour roll on our Facebook. Go and have a look at it. But finally, the clown analyst, Mr. Bartlett, the unofficial, official guest of the South Coast Football League. Thank you once again for joining me.
Fantastic. I know there's been a light-hearted one, this one, but really enjoyed it, guys. I've loved talking football every week with Jared in all seriousness. Well, nearly every week.
Just about up until 3 months ago. In all honesty, if you got offended by what we said tonight, it's just light-hearted. We don't actually mean it, okay? Unless we're talking about Krispy Kremes and or
Mitch Cooper's haircut.
Or Mitch Cooper's haircut. Yeah, that was a shocker. Absolute shocker. But reminder as well, join the Footballholic Club. We got big plans next year, not just audio or video content as well. So be sure to check it out. And we'll see you guys when we are live next, which I'm not too sure when, but hopefully it'll be soon. Keep you posted. Thanks for watching and listening.